Sector KX-17, Hive Mortis. Vox scans confirm Xenos-infestation. Multiple biosignatures detected across the Nord Hive. The Tyranids are active. Widespread military action is forbidden. The sector must be contained quietly. Orders are issued under the seal of command. A kill team is deployed. Their mandate is clear. Establish control of strategic ground. Identify primary breach points and access and contain the Tyranid incursion. Failure is not an option. The swarm has already taken.
Hello everyone, welcome back to UniGeo Studios.
I'm Uni.
I'm Gio,
And my name is Hassan.
and today we're playing Kill Team!
Joint Ops.
I'm running the Deathwatch, the sergeant armed with his plasma pistol and power weapon alongside his abilities, making him a very versatile model. The Blade Master is a powerful melee piece, capable of killing almost anything in combat. The Breacher may be slow, but his grenade launcher and melter bomb packs some serious damage.
And I'll be running the Kasrkin. The sergeant's weapons are amazing, but his abilities are what really makes him invaluable. Both gunners carry two separate weapon profiles, allowing them to focus on one target or deal area damage with their other profile. Vox Trooper, the best comms in the game, able to hand out 2 APO buffs every turning points. And the Recon Trooper brings great mobility to the team by making the relocate ploy free.
Deathwatch will be taking Servo Thrall for free mission actions, and Bioscrier Cuffs to increase survivability.
Kasrkin will take long-range scope to buff range attacks, Relics of Cadia to increase reliability, and combat daggers to buff melee.
We're playing Typhon Joint Ops. Number 1. Delve the Xenosprawl. Our goal is to deploy search drones in key areas around the map, while delaying the alarm for as long as possible. An operative can send a drone into a brood nest or under brood mound they control, not during the first turning point, not near enemies, and not if a drone is already there.
Every time they perform one of the alarm conditions, we must roll 2d6. The result would then determine whether the alarm is raised or not.
We deploy on the bottom right hand of the map. The Deathwatch will spread out in 3 ways while the Kasrkin distribute their operatives. The 4 infestation points are shown on the map. Now we deploy our models on the board. The Tyranids spawned 2 Termagons and 2 Hormagons.
For turning point 1, Kasrkin uses the Skill at Arms faction rule, choosing Light 'em Up and Strike Fast.
The Tyranids draw Synaptech Backlash.
For the first activation, the Blade Master is going to move up the board. The Breacher moved up to the right hand side, stronghold entrance.
Next, the volley gun gunner will then push towards the left side, ready to assault the strongholds on the left.
The Deathwatch Sergeant then follows the Kasrkin gunner.
All the Tyranids remain dormant for now, as they carefully maneuver around their 6-inch activation bubbles.
The grenade launcher gunner move dashes up, but more than 6 inches from the Tyranid in the stronghold. The Recon Trooper was targeted by Synaptic Backslash and is only able to perform a reposition action. Next, the Kasrkin Sergeant move dashes up, ending up behind the Blade Master. Finally, the comms buffs the Kasrkin Sergeants and the grenade launcher gunner.
If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're just getting started, and your support really helps us grow. Why?
No, I liked it.
That's the end of turning point 1. We managed to stay clear of all Tyranids in the kill zone and didn't trigger any alarm conditions, for now.
Turning point 2.
Kasrkin chooses the same 2 Skill at Arms and then uses the relocate ploy for free thanks to the Recon Trooper.
Tyranids drew the event cards Overrun and Lurk. Overrun lets all NPOs on the board perform a free charge action or a dash action if it is not possible.
We automatically win initiative as all Tyranids are dormant.
Kasrkin is able to retaliate with the relocate dash, but gets close enough to awaken the Hormigaunt. We have initiative though, allowing the gunner to move dash up the stronghold and take a shot at the Hormigaunt, killing it in one shot.
The Blade Master charges through the door and fights the Termagant on the other side. He gets the kill, but raises the alarm in the process. He then deploys a search drone using Serval Thrall.
The alarm was raised, causing 5 Tyranids to spawn immediately. They are deployed evenly between the 4 objectives. Hormigants or Termagants spawn in all other objectives. And we got a Barbarian spawn this time. The newly awoken Termagant shoots the Blade Master, but completely misses before repositioning into cover.
The Deathwatch Breacher repositions into the stronghold and shoots point blank into the Hormigaunt. Only 4 damage goes through. He does have 3 APL though, and is able to deploy the second surge drone.
The Hormigant retaliates with a charge and fight, but kills itself in the process.
Next, the last volley gunner snipes the Hormigaunt across the map and gets the kill. He then moves up closer to the stronghold.
Termagant in the stronghold climbs up and takes a shot at the gunner. No damage goes through.
The Deathwatch Sergeant move dashes and shoots the now exposed Termagant. Only 3 damage done? Really?
The Barbarian follows up with a shot at the Sergeant, dealing 13 wounds!
Oh my... Ouch!
The Kasrkin Sergeant rushes up and shoots at the Barbagant.
A Termagant spots the Deathwatch Sergeant across the board and takes a shot. No damage taken, and Deathwatch Sergeant is still alive. Another Termagant climbs the stronghold to shoot the last volley gunner. No damage again! What the?
Recon Trooper then advances to the middle of the board.
Followed by a Hormigant that repositions to cover.
Time for the comms again, dishing out APO buffs to the Recon Trooper and the Sergeant.
End of turning point 2. We had a very aggressive push into the center and the right objectives. Unfortunately, we didn't expect to trigger the alarm so soon, which made deploying drones on any other objectives much harder to do.
Yeah, amazingly, all of our operatives are still alive as well, although the Deathwatch Sergeant is cutting it close right now. Turning point 3. We roll for initiative and the Tyranids win. Kasrkin will use their skill at arms roll and their free relocate ploy.
And Deathwatch will use They Shall Know No Fear.
Tyranids draw the event card, Birthing Sack.
Kasrkin Sergeant charge fights the Barbagant, securing the kill before deploying a search drone.
Deploy search drone. The Hormigant then leaps out of cover to fight the Recon Trooper.
Combat Knife comes in clutch and Recon Trooper takes 6 damage but kills the Tyranid.
Next, the Blade Master is going to charge and fight the Termagant. He gets the kill easily. He then takes a shot at the other Termagant, securing the kill once more. Double kill.
The Termagant takes a shot at Deathwatch Sergeant. No damage goes through, and he's still alive!
Breacher fights with Hormigaunt in the stronghold and easily kills it. Another Termagant takes another shot at the Deathwatch Sergeant, finally getting the kill.
This sets up the shot for the hotshot last volley torrent attack, killing one Termagant and dealing 4 damage to the other.
The Leaper is too far to charge the Blade Master, and he's only able to move dash.
With most of the Tyranids dead, the Kasrkin and Deathwatch Breacher were cleaning up the strongholds during this turning point, and we also managed to deploy a search drone on the bottom left objective.
Deathwatch Sergeant unfortunately dies. I mean, it had to happen eventually, but the Blade Master makes up for it with a clean double kill.
Turning point 4. Tyranids take initiative. Kasrkin uses skill at arms and their free relocate ploy once again.
Followed up with the shield that slays by the Deathwatch.
And the Tyranids drew a Reaper Swarm. First move, Reaper charge and fights the Blade Master. It deals 4 damage, but the Blade Master is too much for the Leaper.
Blade Master immediately following up with a fight action, securing the kill. He's then able to move dash and use Serval Thrall to deploy the last Sage Strike.
Such drones deployed.
Mission success.
The Blade Master was too strong for both the Leaper and the Ripper, allowing him to slash through them and deploy the last Surge Strike.
The Termagants and Hormagants are just not doing enough damage against the Deathwatch, especially with the bad dice roll.
Well, we finished our first mission on Joint Ops.
Yeah, I don't think it was the most challenging, but there was definitely a lot of surprises there, like especially in the last turning point and the build-up as well. If you're someone that really wants to get into Kill Team or like wants to convince someone to join Kill Team, I think Joint Ops is an amazing way to join in. It's simple, it's a lot more casual than Kill Team, the competitive version of it, and it's so much more fun to just like look into the narrative and like be in a situation where you're in the same side as the person you're trying to convince to play or like whoever you're trying to learn with.
Yeah, getting together just makes any game better, especially when it's more casual. It's just more friendly, and as you talk together, you laugh together, you blame each other. It just gets more energetic and fun, you know? If you enjoyed these kinds of content, please tell us down in the comments and like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. Yeah. Why not say anything?
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, something!